Hi guys, so today I'm going to do a sketchbook tour. I was inspired to do this by my friend Amanda, who did this already, and I enjoyed watching her videos so much that I thought, why don't I ever go? Now it's not just going to be sketchbooks, it's probably just going to be, there's probably going to be like loads of random doodles in here as well, so it should be interesting. Now I tried recording this before, but the lighting was just, it got darker and darker, and the lighting was just, it just got bad, so I thought I'd have another go at it today. I might need to separate this out into different parts, because I looked at the footage before and it was just like, it was ridiculously long. It was, to be fair. It was like it was probably over an hour, and that's just, that's ridiculous. And people would get bored of me rambling on. I know a lot of people do. Can ramble on for hours. Anyway, I might do an updated version of the videos, depending if I split this up later on in the year. Yes, this is my first sketchbook. I've probably had it for a while. I can't remember when I had it. It was probably just lying around the house somewhere. So yeah, these sketches probably did them like probably last year, maybe a year before. I mean, I've got to say, first of all, everything's just going to be very random. There's no particular order to it, so I hope you enjoy. This is a picture of Boruto. There's like a little tag. There's a little tag thing on Tumblr, and my friend Ami-chan, she gave me that as a prompt, so I thought I might have a go at it, and that's how it turned out. So I hope you like it. But that was a while ago. It's a bit weird for me to be saying I hope you like it, you know. But I hope you like it. And these are a few more expression things of Minato and Naruto and Hinata doing random expressions. And that's Haruhi from Oran High School Host Club in a dress. I have to admit, the proportions, I'm not really happy with how the proportions came out. But I think for back then it was pretty good. And there's a Nardo. I just love that picture. Yeah, I love his expression in that, how that came out and everything. And this is a picture of Jiraiya, which I wasn't very happy with how it came out. I'm still, like, back then I wasn't. I'm still not now. But at least it vaguely looks like him. That's another thing about the previous recordings, I was way too negative on them. I just need to be more positive about things. And this is a random anime guy in an eye patch. I think I was trying to practice the Vampire Knight style, and it kind of didn't go how I wanted it to. But yeah, there you go. Just a random dude with Vampire Knight eye thing. That's a random girl. I don't know why I drew her, but there you go. And there's a side view of Naruto, which I didn't think looked very good, but Now, this is a drawing from a fan manga called My Sweet Nightmare. It's a Naruhina Dojinji. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right, but it's like a redrawing in my style. And it's very good, but I wouldn't say, I'd say it's 18 plus, but I don't really look at those kind, like the scenes in it that are more, you know what I mean. But I just like the art style and the little sweet mums in it. Plus I ship them so hard, you know. Oh, they're just so cute together, you know. But yeah, I just felt I have to have a go at drawing some of these scenes. never got around to like drawing more of them, but then it's like I'd just be worried about copyright as well with that, but you know. And there's a sign in Ichiraku Ramen in the Boruto series where Naruto's like got this thing on his head. I was trying to draw that, and yeah, it doesn't look great. I think I gave up on that one. And this is another scene from A Sweet Nightmare that I never actually finished. Obviously you can see that's Ino and Hinata and Naruto, that's Sakura. I'm not very happy with Ino's proportions or Naruto's, but I tried. Here's a page of mainly Danganronpa stuff. I say mainly because you've got Jiraiya and Paul there as well. Paul from Pokemon, who is one of my favourite rivals from Pokemon. He's not the nicest guy, but I like him. I can't explain why I like him, but I like him. I've got the Danganronpa stuff here anyway. So that's Leon, Kawata, and Byakuya. There's Fuyuhiku, and Mikan. So here's Sonya Nevermind from Danganronpa 2, Super Danganronpa 2, and she's really pretty. I do quite like her. I need to watch replays of the game a bit more. I mean, I've seen like the anime, but I need to watch the gameplays a bit more. There's Koro Sensei that I never actually finished. Koro Sensei, and then you've got some random doodles. You'll notice that I do random doodles on the side of things. I'm not the most organised of people. I'm really pleased with this flower though, because if you look, you've got all the details in the petals and stuff, and in the middle. And, oh, I love that. And this is Naruto, ultimate #1 hyperactive knucklehead ninja, in Danganronpa style. But as you can see, you've got the eyes like the Danganronpa characters. You know, they've got a set style and how they're drawn in comparison to how Naruto characters are drawn. I think I use a lot of crayons with this one. I don't know why, but I do like this piece. Anatomy might be slightly off, but what can you do? And now this is just random, but I like a lot of the pictures on this page. This is Sailor Moon, as most of you probably know, and that's Ken Kaneki. So, quite a few Danganronpa characters you probably recognise, and Rin and Shiami from The Exorcist, and there's my two favourites, well, two of my favourites, Naruto and my baby girl, Sarada, yeah. And there's Junko. Yeah, I've got a habit of drawing Junko, I don't know why, there's one of me. Oh. So yeah. I'll move on to the next page, and this is just randomness again. Yeah, this is just a common theme of my artwork, just random all over the place. That's little Rin. I think he looks cute. Kayade, Danganronpa V3, Haruhi, which I still really like that piece. It's just very simple sketch, but you know, I think that was supposed to be Kaneki, but as a chibi, but I don't think it looks that good. Ita from Tokyo Ghoul, Marie from Soul Eater. And I like Marie, I don't know why. Maybe it's the design, maybe it's her character, but I quite like her. I like how this drawing came out as well. And there's Stein from Soul Eater, and I'm quite pleased with how this came out. And Tsubaki. Oh god, I love Tsubaki. She's so pretty, and she's such a sweet character. Again, another character I'd probably like to cosplay. Like, I'd love to cosplay Marie, but I'd love to cosplay Tsubaki. I can't find any tutorials online, but because that would really help. But you never know. something might happen. Hint, hint. Nah, I haven't even thought about that actually. There's Toga from Tokyo Ghoul again. I think I could pull her off as well. And I have the purple wig. But who knows? I think Tsubaki and Maria are probably my favourites, followed by Haruhi on this page. And oh god, this is just random again. Very random. And I think there was a challenge, like a Sarada week or something, and I thought I might as well take part in it. So here are some of the pieces from it. This is the future, like if Sarada became Hokage. And this was like a, so you can see like Sakura's just being dead excited and Naruto's just happy. And Sasuke's just being a proud dad. I just hope this happens. I mean, I think Konohamaru should get it first, but then Sarada. But we'll see what happens. And this is Sarada dressed up as Mukuro from Danganronpa. It was like a freestyle option, so you could pick whatever you did with Sarada, and that was what I decided to do. So you can see Monokuma there, and you can see Mukuro's outfit on Sarada. I think she kind of suits it, because Mukuro looks kind of similar to her, apart from freckles and stuff and not wearing glasses. Oh god, I just did not like how this piece came out, like, at all. I think it was called Through Her Eyes, that's what I called it. And Sasuke and Sakura in her eyes is a bit, I don't know, I don't think I like how this came out. This is Yukari from Rosero and Vampire. And there's Naruto again. You'll see Naruto popping up a lot. And, oh my god, there's Yuno from Future Diary. And Yuki from Future Diary as well. There's 12th, oh my god, 12th is hilarious. He's from Future Diary as well. You guys need to see Future Diary, it's good. As well as Danganronpa. Danganronpa is really good as well. Kirigiri, there. I don't think I did the best job with the eyes, but she looks alright. Okay, and a blank page. Yeah, I think I redrew this piece at some point. It's from Naruto Gaiden. I think it might be chapter 9 or 10, because there's only like, it's a very short little thing really. Personally I think that Sakura and Sasuke's noses look a bit big, but it's not too bad. I've drawn worse. And I think that was for the challenge as well, for the week, the Sarada week. And this is like a redrawing, this is like a drawing for that week as well, of Sasuke and Sakura and Sarada. In a family portrait kind of thing, but I don't know, I'm not too pleased with how that came out. There's me trying to practice Naruto doing a certain pose, but it doesn't look great. And then some more Naruto, and again, and there's Reem from Blue Exorcist, and that's it for this page. And there's a little Reem looking sad. Oh. So this is Anna from when Marnie was there. I won't spoil what happens in it, but it's a good film and you need to watch it. It's one of those Studio Ghibli films. I made this piece into a digitalized piece and coloured it and stuff. I think I used Procreate or something like that. You can find the piece online. I might put links to some of these pieces in the description. Or you might want to just try and search for them all over my socials. Yeah. So this is an uncompleted piece of from the film Mr. Peabody and Sherman. I was planning to finish it, but I think I got stuck on it and stuff, and I was trying to get it right, and I just gave up. Um, but it's a good film. You need to watch it. Yes. But anyway, most of these are Inktober pieces and Goretober pieces. This is a Goretober piece, and that's a Goretober piece. I coloured that one in on the computer, I think. It was before I used Procreate, actually. And this I made into an animation, I think. As for the Inktober pieces, this is Flareon using Swift, and this is Zetsu, black and white Zetsu. That's Poison Naruto. If any of you have seen Shippuden, you'll know what this is, which bit of Shippuden this is from. Puanado. And this is Ariel, and I admit she doesn't really look that good. Her face looks a bit weird. I don't know why I drew half of Ariel like that and then thingied it. I mean, I was trying to fit that bit in, but I don't think it looks quite right. But that's just me. That's supposed to be Harvey Dent, Two-Face. I think that's what you call him. There's a knife. Again, these are all Inktober, and actually, apart from that one's not. Everything else is Inktober. So that's like a sword. That's Kushina, obviously. That's Hinata, again in Hinata. That's a Golbat using Supersonic. That's a fence for some strange reason. Must have been to do with some kind of theme I was following. But yeah. And here's some more Inktober. This is the BFG. I just love the animated BFG, the original. It's so good. It's worth a watch, definitely. That's Shattered. That's Angry Simba from The Lion King. I admit it doesn't really look that good, but that's Kakashi just randomly running, doing a ninja run. And here's some more Inktober. That's Tracy Turnblad from Hairspray, which is a really good musical. I like my musicals. There's Shino from Naruto, which I'm very pleased with how it turned out. And these fish just look like Quentin Blake fish. I don't know whether you've read any Roald Dahl books or any Quentin Blake books or seen any Quentin Blake illustrations, but I just feel like they look very much like Quentin Blake's style. But I just don't like how they turned out. I mean, I think his style's really good, but I don't think I don't think my artwork looks good like that. I don't think it looks very good, this picture particularly. There's Messy Nardo, and then there's Sakura in the deep end somewhere. I don't know why, but anyway. And there's a swan. I like swans, I don't know why. And clouds. And more Inktober. Oh my god, I hate that picture of Yuno. Yeah, I know she's supposed to be angry, but the facial proportions are just, and the neck are just off. And that's Minato supposedly supposed to be following Kushina's hair. It's, she cut off parts of her hair for him to follow, and for someone to follow, and he followed them. There's orange juice for some reason. And there's a wall, climbing wall. And Toph from Avatar, The Last Airbender. I don't think she looks that good, but for back then I think it was pretty good. There's a ship, which I thought was really good back then. There's a mouse. And the United Shinobi Forces, I think that's right. Headband logo thing. And more Inktober. Oh my goodness. I feel like my eyes are always drawn to the worst things, and that's probably one of my worst pieces. It's supposed to be Nemo and Marlin from Finding Nemo, but it just looks terrifying. Yeah, so this is Ash falling, well, let's move on from that swiftly. It's ash falling, which I think looks really good. Pleased with how the pose came out. And this is, I think this was called Masks, this piece. Again, another Inktober piece. So that's Naruto talking to Obito in the manga. So yeah. And she's from Rosarero and Vampire. I think I made her into a digitally coloured piece. Oh my god, this one is terrifying. This is Naruto and Gintoki. Gintoki's from Gintama. And they happen to share the same birthday, so I tried drawing this randomness. Someone a while ago asked me if I could draw Tobirama holding Naruko in a pose that was like how Minato carried Kushina, and made this into a digitalized piece, but it's not one of my favourites. And this is Kibo from Danganronpa V3. He's a robot. Yeah. I did this as a live stream on my Instagram a while ago. And I think there were a couple of people who joined, so thank you very much for being part of it. I'm not too pleased with this piece, but considering I was recording myself doing it at the same time, and I'm not particularly good at that. Some people might disagree. I don't think it looks too bad. Plus, it's the first time I'd drawn him, so I think it was good for a first attempt. And this is Toko Fukawa and Genocide Show. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with how this turned out. Mind you, I made this into a coloured piece, so a digitalised piece, so you can find that somewhere. And this is just randomness. This is my girl who is look at her, she's beautiful. Yes, not my best picture of Urza. The arms are a bit weird, but the eyes aren't quite right. But aside from, I mean, look at those eyes. But aside from that, there's me trying to draw Simba again. I just love The Lion King. It's so good. Yeah, I think this looks quite good. I could have drawn the whole of Simba if I'd had the chance, but never got round to it. There's Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. And that's it for that sketchbook. This is a painting of Freed from Fairy Tale. As you can see, he's kind of fanboying over Loxus, which is just normal. And this is Tobirama from Naruto Shippuden. I think I might have edited this a bit before I submitted it anywhere, because as you can see there's a bit of, yeah, it caused a few problems, but I don't think it looks too bad. This is Chibi Sage Nardo. Never posted this because I thought it looked pretty bad. I mean, look at those eyes. Oh, gold. But yeah. And this is Minane Uryu. I did a digitalized version of this, but I wasn't very pleased with how this came out. This specific one came out with the painting and stuff, because, I mean, she looks like she's got really bad acne. Well, that's how I feel anyway. But yeah. Yes, this is Bond Clay from One Piece. I did a digitalized version of this as well, and made this as like a comparison. I did like a comparison post of like this and the other one. I'm quite pleased with how this came out though. The wings are a bit funny, but what can you do? And there's Katra from She-Ra, which is something I just got into quite recently thanks to Amanda. And I made this into a digitalized piece as well. This dog's called Shoo Shoo, and he's from One Piece, and he's just the most adorable thing ever. He protects his master's shop, and you can't move. He doesn't move from there. And even when his master dies, he just stays there. And he's just so loyal. It's just the sweetest thing ever. This is Brooke with cat ears. This is a reference to the song that he sings in the anime, Nekomamushi. It's about a cat. He's never actually met the cat, but he acts like he does, and he announces after he sang it that he's never met him. And it's just typical Brooke. Nekomamushi, Nekomamushi, something like that. There's Sage Nardo, being Nardo. There's Junko. I love drawing Junko. I don't know why I like Junko. I mean, she's crazy. But I draw Junko a lot. Even though you might not see her in here loads. I like drawing her. There's Minako, also known as Sailor Venus. Cardcaptor Sakura, Sailor Moon, and Shiva. I got into those last year. There are some random doodles. I told you they'd be coming up. And there's 12 again. And Nardo again. There's Frankie from One Piece. And I made this into a digitalized piece. And it looks very good. Well, I think it does. Whether other people think that is a completely different kettle of fish, but there's Jiraiya. I think that looks quite good. And there's Mukuro, who I talked about earlier. I don't think her eyes are quite right, but that's my opinion. I was going to draw something on this page, like Trafalgar Law and Luffy, but I never got round to it. Okay, this page isn't my best, I will admit. That's Adora, but eyes are not quite right, and I made that into a digitalized piece. Same goes for Glimmer. Yeah, and obviously that's Sasuke, and that's Reggie. Pokemon, and I was going to draw Infernape, but yeah, it didn't happen. Oh goodness me, this looks not good. Yeah, she's called Kaede. She's from Assassination Classroom, but I wasn't very pleased with how she came out. And the digital piece isn't much better. We'll move on from that, shall we? And this is Levy, which I'm not very pleased with how she came out either. Eyes especially. And this is Lysana from Fairy Tail. And I think I might have edited this a little bit on my computer or iPad, but it's not too bad. Hell yeah. God, I gotta explain this one. Some of you might get this reference, but I've been watching a lot of M&J TV last few years. It's a channel on YouTube, and very, very good. Good Pokemon content. And he likes cast form a lot. And there's a joke on the channel where he says "Hell yeah," a lot. And he was really wanting a shiny form of cast form. And then when they finally produced shiny forms of cast form, I thought I'd try and draw the hail form, because that kind of references it. Hell yeah! Okay. And this is Nardo, being his fabulous self, Sage Mode, gel penned eyes. But I don't think that looks quite right. This is supposed to be a piece where Naruto's reuniting with Nagato, with him being the Hokage. And I was going to draw other characters in it. I decided to eventually make this into a digitalized piece with Itachi in as well. But I haven't finished that at all yet. It's a common theme with my artwork, I think. You'll notice with my pieces that I love reunion scenes. started from The Lion King and then continued on throughout my life. But I love it when characters reunite with each other, like later on, like years later or months later, or like people who they're close to, especially. It's really sweet. Like, for instance, the Simba and Nala scene, I just like when they reunite. I just love that. And when Simba reunites with his mother, I love that. I don't know why. I just love those kind of scenes. I just want Naruto to reunite with a lot of characters that inspired him. Just preferably not by dying, but you know what I mean. You never got to meet Zabuza and Haku later on, so that was disappointing for me. But I like because Kakashi got to see them. But yeah. This is full of gel pen drawings. I think this one's probably my favourite. I think she kind of looks like Futaba from Persona 5, but I wasn't intentionally trying to draw Futaba, but she just ended up looking like her. So I really like that piece the best. So here are the other pieces. I think I was trying to work out my own style a little bit there, which I still don't think I found, but it was an alright effort, I suppose. Yeah, this is a crossover piece. Boruto and Cardcaptor Sakura crossover piece. Boruto is Shaoran and Sarada as Sakura. And I made this into a digitalized piece later on, which you've probably seen. Personally, I think Boruto looks the better of the two, like in the sketch, but it's just my opinion, really. Yes. And this is Mary from Mary and the Witch's Flower, which I don't think it's Studio Ghibli, I'm not sure, but it's definitely in the style of. But I won't spoil anything, but the film's about magic, as indicated by the name, but I'll let you guys watch it and see what you think of it. I kind of enjoyed it. It wasn't my favourite film, but it was quite good. So I thought I'd draw Mary, see how she turned out. And there's Nardo again. I told you it'd be a common theme. And there's Sarada, which I later turned into a digitalized picture. You guys probably recognise this sketch, actually. You guys probably recognise this. And that's Sarada in a Katsuki uniform. Uncle Itachi would not be pleased. Nope. But there you go. I think she kind of suits it. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching this. Move on to part 2 of this soon, because I just looked over the footage and I just think there's no way people will want to be sitting listening to my voice for that long. So yeah, we'll move on to part 2 soon. So you'll be able to see that uploaded very soon. Touch wood, anyway. It's basically just going to be the same kind of thing, really, just going through all my sketchbooks and stuff. I was also thinking about doing a video about my favourite shiny Pokemon. I'm not sure what the copyright legislation is on YouTube for it, though, because I have had videos taken down. I just want to be careful, you know. And you guys stay safe. You know, just follow the rules to do with the virus and everything. But just stay in as much as you can. I mean, you could go out for fresh air and stuff, but I don't know what everyone's rules are and what they've got to do and stuff, but just keep safe, and we'll beat this thing. Okay. I see it.